How's it going, guys? So today we're going to be doing something just a little bit different yet again, and I'm going to be going over the releases in October, the sneaker releases, and my thoughts on every pair. So let's get started here. So first of all, I wanted to say it's obviously October 3rd or October. Gosh, what even is it? It's the second. My bad. October 2nd. So these releases that happened on October 1st. Obviously they already happened. A couple of them didn't even end up dropping, but. And, there's going to be a lot of other releases too that are going to happen that aren't on the calendar yet. So obviously just follow my Instagram at heat_Vike, no caps, just to keep updated if you guys are interested in going for certain pairs or, you want to know info and just, I'll have all that on my Insta. So yeah. But today we are going to be going over the releases and just, what I think about each pair. So obviously we're going to start on October 1st, and let's start out with the PG4 Triple Black. Now, I'm not a fan of the PG4 really. I think the PG1 and the PG2 were a lot better, and I don't really like the 3 or the 4, and just a triple black colorway. Obviously, I'm not really too interested, so that'll be a pass for me. But if you guys are looking for a pair of PG4s just to ball or just to wear because you like Paul George or something, then that's a decent pickup for sure. And then we got the Air Zoom Tempo next. Not really into running shoes a whole lot, so I won't be going for that, but it's a decent looking shoe, and it looks like it has some good comfort with the zoom under the, I guess the zoom in the forefoot of the shoe. So it looks like it would be a really comfortable sneaker. The technology's definitely there, so if you're a runner, that'd be a pickup for sure. And then on October 1st, we also have the Zoom Freak 2 White Cement. Those already dropped. I got an email, and I could have gotten that pair for retail on Foot Locker early, but I decided not to because I'm just not really a fan of the Zoom Freak 2, and I don't really even like that colorway either, so that's a pass for me as well, man. And then the women's Air Force One Crater. This is a Zoom Hippie release again, where they use on the outsole, they use recycled materials, and that's why it's got that speckled and grayish and look sort of. And I think it's pretty dope, man. But obviously it's a women's and it's sold out. I don't even know if it's sold out because I was going for the another pair that we'll get to later yesterday, and I didn't really have my eyes on these at all. But it's not a bad looking sneaker. If it came in if it was black, I think it'd be better. But I think it's dope. And then there was a couple Minions releases too yesterday with the Minions Reebok collab. The Shaq Gnosis pair is super ugly. I'm not a fan, but I don't mind this Gru's Lab question mid. I think that's pretty dope how they did that. And then the heels got like features. The heel and the outsole have like features that kind of give hints that that's the inspiration to. So I think it's a dope pair, man. I like them. I don't think that I would pick them up, but it is a dope pair. And if I got like a really good deal on them or something, maybe. But I think that's a dope pair for sure. And I like the question mid overall. I don't like this colorway right here because I'm not really a fan of that like silver on the upper. I think it's a little bit too much. Kind of looks like a women's shoe. And yeah, so the Waffle Racer, I'm not a fan of the Waffle Racer. We're just going to skip over that. Air Force One Low, those look weird. I'm not a fan of those. The 270 Jordan Spizike. Again, I don't like how they make all those like weird models. I think they should just stick to the retros and then the numbered models. I don't like the off models of Jordan Brand does. So that would be a pass for me as well, for sure. And then the off-white Nike Rubber Dunk Green Strike obviously went for those yesterday. Took a big L, which was to be expected for sure. But I don't think it's terrible looking. I know you guys might call me a hypebeast for saying that I kind of like them, but I'd wear them. I definitely would. And I mean, I'm not a huge fan of the airbag. I think they would look better without the airbag and like these panels too. That kind of looks weird, but it's not a bad shoe at all. And obviously it's an off-white collab, so it's going for like 600, 700 bucks. So yeah, let's get on to the next page. And then there was obviously a bunch released on October 1st, so we're going to kind of go kind of fast through some of these. The Jordan 1 Low White Lucky Green, solid colorway. Probably still find it for retail if you want to, which is 110. Not bad. Looks kind of more like I always thought the Jordan 1 Low looked like a women's shoe again, and I see a lot more girls wearing it than guys, so I don't know. They're alright, but not the hugest fan. Jordan Zoom 92 Ultramarine, that's just like the poor man's Union Zoom 92. So it's pretty much like the same colorway, besides instead of white, instead of like the sail color, it's white. So that's, I think, what they were going for there, is they wanted people to buy that didn't get the Union pair. And then the Spizikes, again, not a fan. Not a fan of these Reeboks. The Minions Instapump just looks super goofy. So does this pair. I've never liked the Instapump. The Nike Air Force One Low Peace Love and Basketball, that's not a terrible colorway. I don't mind the Air Force One, just like I don't mind the Nike Dunk. I mean, I know they're kind of hyped, but I think they're just solid looking shoes. And I don't know. I don't mind those. I don't think I'd buy them, but it's a decent shoe. And then the ZX Flux, there's a couple of colorways here. Kind of just, I don't know, not a huge fan. Waffle Racers, again, not a huge fan. Yeah. So let's see. I don't know if there is any for October 1st after this. We'll see. Yeah, there was. Okay, the VaporMax 2020 Stone Blue. I think this is my favorite colorway of the VaporMax 2020 so far. I do like the VaporMax 2020. I liked that black and white colorway, and I like the original colorway too that dropped back in like late July. But I think this is my favorite, man. I think this does look dope. If they weren't like $225, maybe if they kind of go down in price, I might even pick them up just as like a casual hiking and running shoe. But I don't know. I think the retail price point is a little bit high, so I wouldn't be picking those up. And then the Nike Air Zoom Tempo. This is their new basketball shoe that released back in late July as well. And I don't know. It just looks kind of like a budget shoe to me, so I'm not the hugest fan. Killshot Coastal Blue. They've been releasing so many of these Killshots, and they're just sitting, so I don't know why they're doing it. But this colorway is not horrible. Again, it's just kind of a casual, like, it looks like a bowling shoe to me, sort of. But it'd be a good casual, just like pair with like some khaki shorts, or I don't know. It'd be a decent pair. And the retail is only $90 too on those, which is nice. And the Air Max 92 colorways are released today, early in the morning, and I think they might still be on sneakers if you wanted to pick them up. But Air Max 90 Eggplant was the women's colorway, and then the OG Laser Blue was the men's colorway. I think those aren't too bad, but again, I just don't really like the Air Max 90 enough to where I would want to buy that pair. But yeah, they're not bad at all. So if you guys are interested, they're still probably sitting on sneakers for sure. And then the Jordan Why Not times Converse, the Jordan 16, and then the Converse All Star. This is Russell Westbrook's pack. That's why it's called the Why Not. These are his two favorite models that Nike. There's two favorite Nike models because Nike owns Converse now, and obviously they own Jordan as well. So they did his two favorite models in this pack. I don't like the Converse All Star, never have, but I think this Jordan 16 is dope. I did go for these this morning. It took an L, which again was to be expected, but they're going for like over $1,000 now, and the retail was $425. So that's like way too high. I don't think they're worth it at all, so I won't be picking those up. If they stayed around retail, maybe, but I don't know. $425 even is a little bit much just if you're wearing one of the shoes out of the pack. Even though the Jordan 16 does look dope. And then the Yeezy Boost 350 V2 Carbon went for these this morning as well. Took an L. It's a pretty decent shoe, and I might even end up picking them up at some point. I'm not going to buy them like today or like within the next week, but if they kind of creep down to like that 275 mark, then yeah, I think it's going to be a cop for me for sure, man. But right now they're sitting a little bit above 300, and I think that's just a little bit too much. But again, it's another 350 V2. It's black. It's got a white outsole. It's just a really solid looking colorway, so I can see why it's sold out for sure. And then Nike Killshot Off Noir. Again, just another standard Killshot, $90. And then we got these two Pharrell Adidas NMD colorways, and they took the trail outsole off of these. This is the first time they've gone back to the flat outsole since the original pairs, which are going for way over $1,000 now. And, you know, I think it's dope, man. I never liked that trail bottom. I like the flat bottom better, and I really like this orange pair. I think that's a dope-looking pair of shoes for sure. And, you know, yeah, if they were, the retail is $250, I think that's a little bit much, but they're around that 200 mark, I'd probably pick them up, but I don't think that's going to happen. So, yeah. And then there's only one release scheduled for tomorrow, which is kind of weird because obviously it's a Saturday, and usually they like to release like at least one retro every Saturday, and there's really nothing scheduled yet. So maybe there'll be some sort of a shock drop for I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do if this is gonna be the only pair. That'd be kind of weird, but I would expect something to release other than this tomorrow, but we just don't know what it's gonna be yet. But yeah, the only shoe released tomorrow was the Nike Air Force 1 Craft Ridge Rock. And the leather quality looks really nice on these. I'm not going to lie to you, man, but it's just a little bit too bland for me. Just that brown, kind of khaki, dark khaki color. I'm not really the biggest fan, but yeah, the quality on them looks really nice. So if you want to pick them up, they'll be releasing on Sneaker Smart for, I believe, 110, maybe 120, somewhere around there. So yeah, that wouldn't be a bad pickup at all. And then we jump all the way to the 8th. There's nothing on the calendar yet after the 3rd until the 8th, which, again, there might be some sort of shock drop or something will get announced the night before or something. They like to do that a lot. So, again, this isn't all the October releases. It's just the ones that are scheduled for right now. So, and then we got the Nike Air Force 1 Low Wheat Mocha. Again, I don't know. I think it's a little bit too much wheat. I think if the outsole was black instead of that yellow, or the midsole, I'm sorry. If the midsole was black instead of that, like, weird yellow color, I think it would look way better. Yeah, but I'm not the biggest fan of that, like, wheat colored suede that they use on these type of pairs, so that's gonna be a pass for me too, man. And that was released on October 8th. And yeah, let's get on the next page. So there's a few other releases scheduled for the 8th. We got these ISPA Gators, which are, again, another shoe that is using that recycled material. Nike's trying to do that a lot, and honestly, I think these two pairs are super ugly, so totally a pass for me. But I think it is cool what they're doing with the recycled material and all that, but I don't know, those are just wacky looking, man. And then the Air Raid. This is a shoe for some OG heads out there. If you watch basketball in the 90s or something, quite a few players wore these, so that's kind of what they're going for there. They're going to set a lot of the older audience that are kind of part of the sneaker game are going to be going for these, but I'm not really the biggest fan because they don't really mean anything to me. They were before my time, so I won't be going for them. But I can understand if I lived in that era in the 90s and I seen people wearing them on the court, I'd probably go for them, to be honest with you. So I can see why some people do like them for sure. And then the LeBron 18 James game, I think this is a solid colorway, man. I would actually not mind buying these for the court. Again, the retail is a little bit high. I think the retail is like $225 or something like that, which is kind of ridiculous if you ask me. But it's a dope looking shoe. So if they go under that 200 mark, I might pick them up and try them out on the court. So we'll see. And then on October 9th, there's also another pair of the Nike Adapt Automax, which retail for like $400 because they're like a futuristic sneaker and they got that pump thing on the bottom and you can charge them and all that, which is, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, that's super sick, but it just looks like a brick. Like the shoe itself looks like a brick to me. It's just like huge and bulky, and I don't know. I've yet to see them in person though, and I've never tried them on, obviously, but so I can't really like make a solid opinion about them yet. But I don't know. Online they look like just like this big like tech brick kind of looking thing. So I don't know. I think what they're doing with the Adapt Auto technology is super dope, but the look of the shoe itself, I don't know, man. And then the Jordan 4 PSG, I am definitely going to be picking these up for sure, man. I don't care if they go up to like 300. I love this shoe so much. I love maroon. I think the maroon and the black and white just go so well together. I'll obviously be trying to get them for retail, but as long as they don't go like over 300, I'll probably pick them up for resale. I don't care, man, because I love this pair. So yeah, obviously I have the Union 4s as well, which released back in August. I love that pair in hand now that I have them too, so I'm sure that this pair as well will be better in hand than it is online. So that's the first release of October so far that I'm just really pumped about, and I'm definitely going to try my hardest to get that shoe for retail. And as I said, I might pay resale as well, so we'll see. Jordan 4 Varsity Royal released on the same day, and kind of I do like this shoe. I do like this shoe a lot, and if the Jordan 4 PSG didn't release on the same day, I might pick them up, but two pairs on the same day is kind of a lot, so I don't know. I don't know if I'll be going for them because I like the PSGs way better, and I just like the 4 better than the 3 in general, so I think it's probably going to be a pass, but I can see why some people do like this colorway a lot, and I expect a lot of people to be going for them, so yeah, that's a dope shoe for sure. Release on the 10th, just like the PSGs. Then the Zoom 92 PSG goes along with Air Jordan 4, kind of just a cheaper model in the collab, but I don't know. I don't like these. I like the Union pair a lot better, so I won't be going for those. And I guess there's another pair. I didn't know that there was a third pair in this pack, but the Jordan Zoom Renegade PSG. These are super ugly. I'm just going to move on from those right away. And the Reebok Shacknosis Spiderweb, obviously it's October, so we're going to start seeing some Halloween type colorways here, which is dope, but this colorway itself is a miss, man. I mean, I'm just not a fan. You can't even see the Reebok logo. It just looks weird. It looks like a cheap outlet shoe, so that's a pass for me. And I just don't like the Shacknosis model itself either. I do like Shaquille O'Neal, but his shoe, man, I'm not a fan of, so that's a pass. And then the Jordan 1 Women's Lucky Green. This does come in extended sizing, so if you're a guy that's like up to like size 11, you should be able to fit these if you buy like a bigger size. But I don't know. I think these would be a lot better without the red Wings logo. If the Wings logo was black, they'd look so much better. So I'm gonna have to pass on those, but I can see why people like them, and I can see why people are planning on going for them for sure. It's definitely a solid pair of ones. And you can never go wrong with a high OG one either. I don't like the mids or lows nearly as much. They look more like women's, but the high OGs look like this looks, it's a women's release, but it looks like a men's shoe to me. But for example, those Jordan 1 lows that we covered at the beginning of the video, that looks like a women's shoe. So I don't know. It's kind of weird. I know that's kind of nitpicky, and that's just me. So if you guys like the lows and mids, that's fine, but I'm just not a fan. But I do like this pair, as I said. And the Adidas Oswego Black Neon Green, I've never even seen this model. It just looks like a ripoff of the Yeezy like 700, so that's a pass. All those released on October 14th, those ones on the bottom. And then the last October 14th release is the Adidas NMD R1 V2 Cardboard. I mean, those are ugly, man. I'm going to be honest. It's not an ugly shoe. It's just an ugly colorway. Not a fan. And then the Foamposite 1 Gradient Soles. Wow, I kind of like this pair a lot, man. If any of y'all know me well, you know that I love foams, and this colorway's dope, so if they go below retail, I'll probably pick them up, honestly, man. I like them a lot. And the Zoom Freak 2 Dusty Amethyst, I wish the swoosh was that amethyst color. I think it'd be cooler. But I think the outsole does look dope, and I like this pair a lot more than the white cements, but I'll still probably be passing on those as well. And then on October 15th, the Jordan 1 Mid SE Women's Sisterhood. It's kind of weird what they're doing with the laces. I'm not really a fan of that. So I probably won't be going for them, but again, I can kind of sort of see why people like them. And obviously it's a mid, it's not a high, so I don't like it as much. It would be better if it was a high. I'll always say that if I see a mid Jordan 1, but I don't know. The laces are kind of weird, but it is a cool shoe. They've never done anything like that before, so I can see why people are interested. And then that Nike Air Foamposite 1 Anthracite, another just super clean colorway. It doesn't matter what colorway's on a foam, man. I think it always looks dope. So all black, all white, can't go wrong. But it's all black anthracite color on the Foamposite 1. It's obviously a re-release. They did this colorway back in like 2008 or 2009, somewhere around there. So they're releasing it again. And I don't know. I like the Gradient Soles pair just a little bit better. And obviously I won't pick up both because they release them the same day again. But I might pick up one of these colorways of the foams because I do like foams, especially if they go under retail. And the retail on foams is $230, so maybe they will. And then they're re-releasing the Union Jordan 4 on sneakers on the 16th. So obviously, go for those if you're looking for profit. It's pretty hyped release. And then I already have these. Obviously, I got a pair I paid resale, but it's all good. They released on the Union website back on August 29th, and now they're just releasing on sneakers. And this will not include the Guava colorway, but all three of the other shoes. You can see the Delta Mid and the Zoom 92 Guava, and then the Union 4 off Noir are releasing on the 16th. So I'll be going for all three of those pairs, and it'll just be straight profit because, like I said, I already have the 4s. And the Zoom 92 and Delta Mid I'm not a fan of. So if I got them out, just resell them because obviously they're going to go way over retail. All three of those pairs will. So yeah. And obviously the Jordan 4 Guava is not releasing with those because it was a Union exclusive. And then October 17th, the first colorway, the Jordan 35. I don't know, man. I feel like there's going to be better Jordan 35 colorways, so I'll probably pass on this. But I think this shoe does look dope. And I am interested to try out the technology on the Jordan 35. I don't know if that'll be I just try them on or if I'll actually buy a pair for myself. Remains to be seen, but This colorway is a pass for me because I think there will be a lot better colorways down the road. They might even release some like Jason Tatum PEs and stuff like they did with the 34, which would be super dope. But yeah, this colorway is a pass, but I can see why people like them. And if you want to pick up the Jordan 35 and try it out, they drop on October 17th. I'm sure they won't be too hard to grab. So yeah. And the Air Penny 3 Eggplant, I'm not a fan of any of the Penny models besides the Foamposite 1. But I think like the Penny 2, Penny 3, Penny 4, all of them are just like weird. I think the Foamposite is just way better. So this will be a pass for me. Like the Foamposite Eggplant is like 10 times better than this shoe, dude, in my opinion. So that's a pass. And then the Nike Women's Air VaporMax Light Arctic Pink, you know, it's definitely a girly shoe, but I think it looks pretty dope. I think if this was like white and then they just kept that same pattern on the heel, you could rock it as a guy. But I think the pink makes it a little bit too girly. But I don't know how many viewers I have that are girls, but if you are a girl, these are this on October 22nd. I think it'd be a solid pickup for sure. Then the LeBron 18 Laker colorway. I don't know. I think the James Gang colorway is a lot better, and then the Reflections colorway that already released is a lot better. So, I'll be passing on those as well. But if you are a Laker fan and you're looking for a Laker themed LeBron 18, they're releasing on October 23rd. So mark it down in your calendar. Let's get on to the next page. Okay, so we jumped to October 24th. And guys, keep in mind, I know I already said this at the beginning of the video, but this is not. I bet there will be like twice as many releases once we look back on October than there is listed right now. It's just, you can't really look that far ahead because you just never know what these companies are going to do with their releases. They can announce things the night before, and so this is probably only like half of what's actually going to release in October, but this is what's on the calendar for right now. So yeah, I just want to make that clear one more time before I get into the last few shoes here. So Jordan 10 Dark Mocha, not really a fan. The brown definitely throws it off for me. I know it's called the Dark Mocha, so it's supposed to be a brown shoe, but it would be way better if this upper was black and they kept that black and red, so that's a pass. But the Jordan 12 Dark Concord, this is definitely a cop if I can get them for retail, because I think this colorway is super dope. Yeah, there's really not a whole lot to be said about the shoe. It's just a black Jordan 12 with a couple of those little purple hits that make it look dope. Again, it's a Halloween themed sneaker too, so I think you could easily rock this pair on Halloween if you wanted to. Which might be what I do if I order them and get them in time, so I don't know, we'll see. And then the Adidas Yeezy Boost 350 V2 Natural, I don't know. Again, it's just another like tannish, whitish 350. I like them probably better than the Zions, which released in late July, which was like a black, like Oreo type colorway. It was like white and mostly white and then black. And then the Carbons obviously just released today, but I don't know. I don't mind them. I'll probably maybe go for them. I don't know. We'll just see what happens with those. And again, that's just a mock image. That's not an actual image, so we don't know if that's actually what the shoe is going to look like, but it'll be something similar to that. And then the Air Force One Low Skeleton. These are dope. I wish you could see the swoosh better, though. I think they released a couple of these pairs last year, too, with like the skeleton foot on them. I think it's a dope concept, but I think if they made the swoosh white, it would look better. I don't know. That's just nitpicky. That's just me. I like when you can see the Nike logo, but this pair is dope. I can see why you'd like them, but I don't know why they're releasing on the 28th because no one's going to get them in time for Halloween, and this is the shoe that I've seen so far that is mostly Halloween themed. Like you can obviously see it's meant to be worn on Halloween. But I don't know, man. I don't know why they released on the 28th. I think they should release it on the 24th or something so people can get their pairs in time, but yeah, I don't know. It's just whatever. Nike's going to do what they want, so yeah, they drop on the 28th if you guys are interested. And then there's two Jordan 1 releases on the 31st. I'm going to go for one of them, but I haven't decided which one yet. Because I do like both these pairs, but obviously I won't go for both. But and again, these days could get switched around with these two too, because they haven't dropped two pairs of Jordan 1s on the same day, especially in high OG on the same day in like so long. So I would assume one of these dates will get switched, but I don't know. Honestly, now that I'm looking at these two, I think I like the Mocha pair a little bit better. So I'll probably go for those. But yeah, that's kind of what's going down. So, and then we get into November where no one really knows what's going on yet. So yeah, that is what we have for October so far. So I think that's going to be about it. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope this was a nice guide for you guys to kind of think early into the month what you guys are looking forward to and just what you guys might be trying to cop if you are. And if you're not, that's okay too. I mean, if you got all the shoes that you could possibly want, if that's 2 pairs, if that's 50 pairs, it's all good, man. If you like it, I love it. So, you know, if you're just excuse me, if you're just watching this video for pure enjoyment and not as a guide, then that's fine too. But yeah, like I said, I think that's gonna be about it. So I will see you guys. Well, sorry, I think that's gonna be about it. Please like and subscribe if you have not already, and I will see you guys in the next video.